Imagine a man found dead on a beach, dressed neatly in a suit, lying as if he had simply fallen asleep. No wallet, no identification, and not a single clothing label left on him. This wasn't just a mysterious death. It was the beginning of one of the strangest unsolved cases in the world. The Somerton Man. On December 1st, 1948, police arrived at Somerton Beach in Australia to investigate the unknown man. Everything about him seemed intentional. His clothes were high quality, but completely stripped of tags. His pockets were empty, except for one thing. Hidden deep inside a secret pocket was a tiny rolled-up scrap of paper. On it were two printed words, TamamShud. Translated from Persian, it means, "It is finished." Investigators traced those words to a rare book, the Rubaiyat by Omar Khayyam. But finding the exact copy seemed impossible, until a local man walked into the station holding a weathered copy he found tossed into his car. The final page had been ripped out, and the missing portion matched the scrap found in the dead man's pocket. Inside that book was something even stranger, impressions left behind in pencil, a phone number, and a series of letters arranged in lines that looked eerily like a coded message. Experts were called in, military codebreakers, cryptographers, mathematicians, but no one could decode the meaning. The more people studied it, the more baffling it became. The phone number led police to the home of a woman who had lived near the beach. When she was shown the man's face, she reportedly reacted with visible shock, yet she insisted she didn't know him. Her connection to the case only deepened the mystery, fueling decades of theories about secret relationships, foreign spies, and Cold War espionage. For years, the Somerton Man case stood frozen, a dead man with no name, a book with a torn-out page, and a code that no one could solve. Then, in 2022, forensic genealogy suggested a possible identity, Carl Charles Webb, an engineer from Melbourne. But even with a name, the answers only raised more questions. Why was he on that beach? What caused his death? And what was the meaning behind the cryptic message inside the book? More than 75 years later, the Somerton Man remains one of the world's most haunting unsolved mysteries. A story that begins with a silent stranger on a beach and ends with a code that continues to defy explanation. A puzzle that even today refuses to be finished.